Hello Taggets, it's me and welcome back to another Is It Worth the Gold episode. And what a cool tank I have for you today, the Sherman Fury. One of the best paint jobs in the game. So where does it come from? Well, it comes from the film Fury. You must have all seen it, and if you haven't, go and watch it. It's a bloody brilliant film. Even Shia LaBeouf didn't manage to spoil it. Also stars Brad Pitt, and he did a pretty good job too. I don't particularly like his films, but he did a good job, yeah. And we managed to kill a whole battalion of SS Panzer Grenadiers with one broken tank. Yeah, that's Hollywood for you. Anyway, so onto the tank itself, the Sherman Fury. It's basically an easy 8. The stats are ever so slightly different, but they're not different enough for you to really care about it. Plus it's a premium tank, so you make more money. And it looks like this. I've watched the film, well I've got it on Blu-ray. I've watched it. I'm not ashamed to say I've probably watched it 20 times because I'm sad, and I can't really pick out any differences in the paint scheme really. Maybe the odd bit here and there, bit of mud and stuff like that. And also, hopefully a picture on the screen right now, I've seen the tank used in the film in real life, driving around the arena in Tank Fest a few times, and recently in my little trip of the Bovington Tank Museum Tiger Collection video, which I've taken down for a reason, which I'll explain more in the future. Yeah, so wicked tank. What a cool reason to own a premium tank, because it's in a film. A lot better reason than it's just been released. You know what I mean? And it looks proper cool. And the camo does count for your 4 slots as well, so no need to buy camo for the tank. So like I said, it's just like an Easy 8. So what are the best things about an Easy 8? Well, has a 76mm with a very good reload. Penetration's average. APCR pen is pretty good. Will allow you to fight tier 8s because it doesn't get premium matchmaking, but then it's a good enough tank to be able to cope with tier 8 games. I have posted some gameplay in this tank about being bottom tier, and it was the Fury I used for that gameplay to explain what I was doing. Yeah, it's not as mobile as a Knight, nowhere near as mobile. I'm quite an advocate of the Knight. It's ever so slightly OP, but this tank has one trick up its sleeve which no other tier 6 mediums can say. It can fit a vertical stabilizer, meaning you can do all the bobbing and weaving you like, and the majority of them will hit. Plenty of gun depression, fairly bouncy gun mantlet. But one of the reasons I chose this replay over a couple of others is it highlights the best parts of the tank, and it also going to highlight the worst later on as well, which I won't explain now because it will kind of defeat the object of speaking about it later on. And these tanks are really peeing me off. Japanese heavies with tanks that rely on you getting sides and rear when your team are melting and you can't get the sides and rears of them. Yeah, they're hard to deal with. I really need to spend some time studying the armour profiles. Yeah, so let's get on to the game then. Just been poked in the middle. I've got a very skilled crew in this tank, which includes camo. For me, camo is definitely in the top 5 of most useful skills you can fit on a tank. And it's going to allow me to sit up here a lot longer than some of these other guys. Again, another Japanese super heavy who's in a platoon with the other one, and they're both going to be... See, I'm just looking around watching my pen indicator. Remember, the pen indicator indicates... A lot of people get this wrong, you know. The penetration indicator indicates your chance of penetrating what you have highlighted, the armour, when the armour is flat. It doesn't take into account angling. So even if you've got a red indicator, you may not get a pen. Oh, well, yeah, completely sidetracked again. It's meant to be a video about this tank, innit? Yeah, right, so I'm just unloading into this guy. I seem to have found a spot I can pen, so I can fire a few more down the range. And now we're losing 10-5. Yeah. And I've already racked up a lot of pen tickets. Did get a fire, I think. But the team are... Yeah. You know what I mean. Right, so it's explaining the camo skill. Right, so that guy spotted, dead. and I've been quite able to sit up there unspotted for pretty much the whole game. Right, bot tank gets spotted for the first time. He must have been back there the whole time, and if somebody lights me up for a change, blimey, they must have moved forward, so it's time for me to boogie. Hopefully I'll get away now and we can have a look at the mobility of this tank. Like I said, it's no Knight, it's no Cromwell, but it's not far off. See, what am I doing? Nearly hitting 50 on medium grounds. She gets along. The only problem with this tank as well is the height of it. It's a very tall tank. And, yeah. Whereas the Knight can scoot around even the smallest of berms and use it as cover, this tank can't really do that. But then you get lovely gun depression and those vert stabs, which are going to come in very handy now. Right, so I was saying earlier about one of the worst things about this tank is the hull armour. It's really not good. That's a Churchill 3 there. He's got the little pop gun and he's firing standard rounds. Right, so I'm on my own now versus quite a few tanks. Yeah, so this Churchill 3 is firing standard rounds. I'm angling best I can, trying to wiggle and put him off while I get a bounce off the turret. But when he aims at the hull, they're going straight through. And I lose my hit point pool here. I'm going to kill him. But he took half my health there. And that was the hit point pool I needed to have any chance of ever pulling this game off. Right, so here they come. Come on, get away, get away. I think about going for the light tank, but then I realise they're all probably pushing up behind him, and they are. Can I get any more out of this game? Right, some APCR shots coming in. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Oh, I thought I was going to kill myself there. Now, time to turn, make my last stand. But remember, this isn't Hollywood. It's not going to be like the real film Fury, where Brad Pitt manages to kill about 100 Germans. Nope. Well, let's just see what I can get done. Right, so the Panzer 38 NA comes in, kill him. See, this is vert stabs at work. Absolutely no point me trying to aim here. I need to spend the least amount of time out in there as I can. Right, so the Matilda Black Prince. He's on his way in. Kill shot, boom. So I'm making a fair account of myself. And now it's time to run away some more, but this is soft ground. And the Fury doesn't really have the engine power for soft ground. It's all going to be over soon. Look, the Kolobanov's on the table. Never going to happen. Right, so what time for one more last stand. We know there's an 88 on his way over. I didn't realise at this point as well, my ammo count's getting pretty low as well. There's no way I'd pull this off. Oh, where are they? Right, so I saw something get knocked over that there. Oh god, they're coming from that way as well. There's an OI, misses. 88's trying to take the building down to 4. Get one last pen. Try and hide. Stupid repair wheel rage. And I die. Bugger. Anyway. I hope what I did there demonstrates what the Fury is capable of. What it's not capable of is working miracles. Anyway, plenty of credits, some XP, and 3,200 damage for my troubles. So there we go, guys. Did more damage than the rest of my team combined, and that's a Fury. Great little tank. I can fully recommend it, depending on the pricing. And again, like I said in the previous Is It Worth the Gold video I've done on this bundle, it's all about what the cost of the gold is to you fellas. So, I mean, like I said, I don't know how much money you earn, whether you're a child or only gets pocket money. It's completely up to you. But the Fury, great little premium tank. Anyway, give a video a like if you did, fellas, and I'll catch you on the next one. See you later.